welcome you on the day 4 of 100-day yoga challenge. Today we will have front splits routine and it will be quite an active flow. So let's warm up very quickly, like a couple of minutes, and then we go straight in the flow. Just turn your neck, right and left. Now drop your head down. Imagine that it's very heavy and you can put your hands on the back of your head and push a little bit more. Here, move your one ear up, then another ear up. I already warmed up. I recorded the class today at 6 a.m. at plus 35 degrees Celsius, but I will warm up with you again. Good job. Lift your head up. Just roll your shoulders out and now in, and roll your arms one side and then the other side. So when we prepare ourselves for front splits, it's not about only stretching, but it's about active warm-ups and power flows. So we will stand now and we will do a couple of rounds of sun salutation just to warm our bodies a little bit, and then we go into our legs. Find me at the beginning of your mat in the mountain pose. Your feet are parallel to each other, hip width apart. Inhale, lift your hands up, look in the sky. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend your knees a little bit in here, swing from side to side. Now stop in the center. If it's available, you can put your hands on the floor and start pedaling your feet a little bit in here, extending, bending one leg and then extending another one. And just feel the stretch in your legs. Good job. And then inhale, lift yourself halfway when our spine becomes parallel to the floor. Exhale, put your hands on the floor. Step into a plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees on the floor. You lower yourself down. Here you go either to cobra when you lift yourself from your spine only, or you go into upward facing dog when you also lift off your knees. You lift your knees off the floor and you open your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Also pedal your feet slightly and feel the stretch at the back of your leg. On the next inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look in between your hands and step in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, spine is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold forward, relax your head here. You can slightly bend your knees and try to put your belly on your thighs. Inhale here. Exhale. And then inhale, lift yourself up and bring your hands down to Namaste. At the beginning, I forgot to mention that for this flow, you will need yoga blocks or books and a towel, blanket, or your socks to slide. So prepare it. Sorry, I forgot to mention. And we will continue. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Here again, put your hands on the floor and walk your legs. Try to walk now them a little bit faster. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands on the floor. Step into a plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees on the floor. Lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. In here, again, walk your feet and try to make this movement faster. So you bend one knee and with another leg you're trying to reach the floor. Stop here, inhale, exhale. And the next inhale, lift your heels up, bend your knees, look in between your hands, step in between your hands. Inhale, halfway, lift, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift yourself up, exhale, namaste. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold forward. Now, put your hands under your feet and try to put your belly on your side, relax your neck in here. Inhale and exhale, try to extend your knees slightly. Inhale, bend them. Exhale, extend. If it's not available, you just keep your hands where they can reach and you move through your knees. One more time, inhale, bend your knees. And exhale, extend them as much as you can. Stay for a moment here. Try to keep your belly close to your thighs. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, step into a plank position. Inhale in here. Exhale, draw up your knees on the floor. Lower yourself down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, lift your right leg up and start doing hip circles. Try to capture the biggest range of motion. So your knee goes to the side as far as it can, and to the up to the sky. Good. Now change the way you rotate your knee. Same the right knee. Good. Now imagine that you have a pencil in your knee and you open your hip to the side, but you should keep your pencil. Good job. Bring your foot back on the floor. Now lift your left leg up and start to do hip circles one way. And now the other way. Now imagine that you have a pencil and you open your hip to the side. Stretch it. Good job. Bring it back down. Inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Look in between your hands. Step in between your hands. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Drop yourself down. And slowly on an inhale, roll yourself up. Take a moment here. We will go into a more active and targeted warm-up now. In downward facing dog, we will go through three-legged dog and we will bring knee to our elbow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, go down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, go into downward facing dog. On an inhale, lift your right leg up. On an exhale, bring it to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, your forehead. And we continue. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee. Inhale up. Exhale, left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, forehead. One more round of this. Inhale up. Exhale, knee. Up. Left knee. Up. And forehead. Now step with your right foot in between your hands. And from here, push yourself up from your left leg. Go into warrior 3. You can keep your hands on the floor or you can lift yourself. Inhale here. On an exhale, lower your foot slowly down. Lift yourself up. Inhale here. Exhale, you can put your hands back on the floor and push yourself away with your right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, go back into high lunge. Exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale here. Exhale, push yourself into warrior 3. Bring back. Inhale. And we try to do this movement with each breath. So we inhale and high lunge. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior. 2 more times in here. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, warrior. Good job. Bring your left foot on the floor and step with your right foot into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, you can drop your knees on the floor. Bring your hips to heels and go into child's pose. Just relax here a little bit. What we're doing now is we're warming up our legs and we are engaging some of the muscles. So when we come to the splits, they're ready, they're warm, and they will be more willing to stretch. Okay, from here, let me know how this feels. Inhale here, into tabletop position. Exhale, go into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bring it to left elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, up. Exhale, forehead. And continue. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Right elbow. Up. Forehead. Up. Left elbow. Up. Right elbow. And up. Forehead. From here, step into high lunge. Lift yourself up. Inhale here. And we do high lunge to warrior 3 flow. Inhale. Exhale, put your hands on the floor. Lift your back leg up. Inhale. High lunge. Exhale. Warrior 3 with the hands on the floor. Inhale. Exhale. In this movement, try to keep your hips parallel to the floor, so we're not opening, they're parallel. Inhale up, exhale, lift your back leg up. Inhale up, exhale, lift your right leg up. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Put your right foot back and step into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees on the floor and lower yourself down into child's pose. Breathe here. I'll just quickly check if the chat is still or not. Okay. We continue in here, go into a tabletop position. And from here, push yourself back into downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step with your right foot in between your two hands and drop your knee on the floor. This is a low lunge pose, so we try to keep 90 degrees in our front foot. We can put both of our hands on the floor. We rest our foot on the floor, the left one, and from here, on an exhale, we lift the back knee up inhale, down. So you can also put both of your hands on your thigh if you want to make it more difficult. Exhale, inhale, down. Lift your knee and down. 3 more times. Feel the stretch in your hip flexors. And stay for a moment in here with your knee up. And slowly lower it down. From here, extend your front leg. Keep your hips on top of your knee. And we go into half split. Lower yourself down towards your front leg. And now here, we should move through our pelvis. Imagine that you are opening your pelvis. You move in these bones up and down. So this, you lower yourself down towards your leg. And from here, you're trying to move your tailbone up to the sky and then down under you. On an inhale, as if you were arching your back. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, open. You will feel more stretch in your hamstrings. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, open your back, your chest. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. And one more time, and stay in this position where you're trying to arch your back. And feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Good. From here, come back and lower yourself down on your heel. So you can put your heel outside your hip if it's available, or you can put it on your thigh or on your shin. Find the position that the most comfortable for you. From here, inhale, lift yourself up, and exhale, lower yourself down. Feel the stretch in the back of your leg. And here as well, try to do these small movements in your pelvis. On an inhale, as if you're trying to open your chest. Trying to bring your belly towards your thigh. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Two more times. And stay in this position. Now where you're trying to arch your back. And breathe. Your neck is relaxed. Good job. Lift yourself up and go back into a low lunge. In here. Keep the 90 degree in your knees. Tuck your tailbone in so it moves this way. And from here, move your hips forward, but keep your tailbone tucked. You can also do some movements in your pelvis. There will be very little in here. So on an inhale, you arch your back a little bit. On an exhale, you tuck it in and you're squeezing your left glute. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze the glute. Push yourself even more. Inhale. And try with each inhale, lower yourself slightly more down. One more time in here. And stay in the slowest point. Feel the stretch in your back leg. One more inhale. And exhale, put your hands on the floor. Lift your knee off the floor. And change sides. The left leg comes to the front. So from here again, you either keep your hands on the floor or you put them on your thigh. Your right foot is rested on the floor, and on an exhale, we lift the back knee up. On an inhale, we lower it down. Up. It's a slow and controlled movement. Don't drop your knee. Two more times. And now stay for a moment in this highest point where your knee is straight. 1, 2, 3, and drop it down. From here, extend your front leg. Keep your hips on top of your knee. Lower yourself down towards your front leg. And let's start this movement again. On an inhale, you're trying to open your back. You move your leg towards you. And on exhale, you round yourself. Inhale, open especially your pelvis. Inhale, this is a movement. Inhale, open. Exhale. 2 more times. And now stay in this open position where you're trying to open your back, but the neck is relaxed. Head is rested. Feel the stretch. Try to keep your front knee straight. Breathe here. Inhale. And on an exhale, lower yourself down on the floor. You can keep your heel towards your hip, or you put it on your thigh, on your shin. Find a comfortable position. Inhale here, lift yourself up, and exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor. And on an inhale, imagine that you're trying to arch your back. Exhale, you brown. And when you arch it, your belly should come closer towards your thigh. And now stay in this open position, but the neck is relaxed. Good job. Lift yourself up and go back into a low lunge. Here, so we push ourselves to the front with our hips. We try to keep 90 degrees in our knee. And in here, on an inhale, you imagine that you are arching your back. On an exhale, you trying to tuck your tailbone and squeeze your right glute. Inhale, you lower yourself even more down. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck. Do you feel how after each exhale, when you squeeze your glute, you can go even more down? Exhale, tuck. And inhale, open and stay in here in this low position. Breathe. Feel the stretch in your hip flexors. One more inhale here. And exhale, put your hands on the floor and step back with your left leg, and you can lower yourself down and try to bring your forehead towards your knees just to round your spine. So now we go into the splits practice. That's what we are. That's why we are here. So you should put something soft under your knee. You can roll your mat slightly. Then we will need blocks or books. So you put as many as you need. I will start with these 2 high blocks. We'll put it under the leg that goes in front. And then I will also use these 2 blocks for my hands, but it's not necessarily, but better to use them for a better balance. Now, we take, I take a towel, you can take a blanket or just wear your socks, but better to have something soft because you will push on your heel. You put it on this surface, take blocks, and from here, you will find the right position of everything. Like you walk yourself a little bit forward. You keep the front knee bent as of now, and you lower yourself down. And you should lower yourself, like these blocks should go around the first half of your hamstring, like touching your glutes. And from here, when you touched your blocks, you are extending your front leg and you feel the stretch in your back leg. If it's too high, you can remove 1 block. So it feels for me a little bit high, but I will stay here. Let's stay here for 1 minute. Breathe in here. You will feel the stretch in the back of your leg. What's important here, you should not turn your body towards your back leg. Your shoulders always look to the front, towards your front leg. And you are trying to extend your front knee. Maybe I'll slightly push them towards the back. And you can also lower yourself slightly down to feel more stretch in the front leg or stay high up. We have 15 more seconds. Breathe here. Keep your hips squared. The hips look forward, the shoulders look forward. Like you have a square in here. 1 more inhale. And exhale slowly. Bring your leg back to you. You can lower down and just go into child's pose for a moment because it's an opening position. So I don't know, I always want to go into this compact, small position after exposing myself. So now let's put our left leg goes to the front. And again, we keep the front knee bent. We slide forward. We find our blocks. And from here, we extend the front knee. Here, we also stay for a minute. Your back toes are tucked as of now. Keep your hips and your shoulders looking forward towards your front leg. Stay here, feel the stretch. I will slightly lift my back knee up to feel more stretch in my hips flexors in here. 20 more seconds in here. Inhale, exhale. Breathe through this position. And next inhale, slowly bring your left leg towards you. And just go into child's pose for a moment. If, for example, the height of your blocks was already too much for you, you stay there. you work at the same level. But if you felt that it's quite easy, you can lower the height. So I will change the block. These blocks are lower. I will see how it is, and if it's still too easy, I will go with one block. So from here, again, we bend our front knee and we lower ourselves down until we touch the blocks. Yeah, I think I will go with this block. And we sit on that block. The hips are square and the shoulders and the hips are looking forward. We sit here for 1 minute, no, let's say 50 seconds. Breathe in here. It might feel too much. For me, it feels too much. But you just breathe. You can slightly, if it's too much, slightly lift yourself up and then again lower yourself down. Extend your front knee again. But better sit there for a moment. Next inhale, slowly bring yourself up and go into child's pose. Oh, my hip flexors. We'll do one more time on another leg, and that's it for today. We should not also overdo it. And if it feels like too much, you cannot stand in there, don't stay in there. Increase the height, okay? All right. Inhale, bend your front knee, and exhale, lower yourself down. My left leg is not as good as the right side. I cannot touch the block. Okay, extend your front knee and look forward. Your hips, your shoulders, they look forward. We stay here. We can do it. Let me know, where do you feel it the most, in your front leg or in your back leg? I personally feel it more in my back leg and my hip flexors. It's crazy. 30 more seconds to go. You can slightly lift yourself up and then lower down. Next inhale, bring yourself up. Slowly, 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 slowly. And close yourself here in this small position. Bring your belly towards your thigh and just let your muscles to contract. Breathe in here. Slowly come back. We can remove all the blocks. We are done with the splits practice. We'll go slowly, slowly, and eventually we will reach them, because you should not also overdo them, otherwise our brain will block the position if we stretch ourselves to outside the range that is currently available. In here, bring your knees towards, lay on your back, bring your knees towards your chest and just roll your back from side to side. And rest. Put your heels on the floor. Spread your hands wide. Inhale here. And exhale, drop your legs to the right side. Your head goes to the left side. Breathe in here. One more inhale. And exhale, come back. Inhale in the center. Exhale, go to the left side. Your head goes to the right side. Notice how your body feels, if it was too much or a perfect stretch. Slowly come back to the center. Bring your knees again towards your chest and start rolling yourself up and down. When you're ready, find me in a seated position. Close your eyes here. And just be grateful for your body that did quite intense yoga practice right now. You took care of yourself and you decided to explore what your body is capable of. And it's capable of a lot, but some skills require some time, patience, and consistency. We will practice splits throughout the challenge, and by the end of 100 days, you will see how your flexibility will improve, and mine as well. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I wish you a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow on day 5. Did you record? No one joined today?